Good morning, Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope everything will be fine and fit. Let's begin the fun today again. Fun means Wren and Martin. So let's begin the fun with Wren and Martin. That is the adjective of quantity. We have discussed the adjective of the quality before. From that lecture, now you are able to understand the difference between the quality and the quantity. Now see your next lesson, that is chapter number 16 on page number 55. Adjectives of quantity. What do you understand by the word quantity? It tells us something, that how much in their quantity. For example, how much water do you need? How many books do you have? So this is the quantity of something. While you are asking, it's going to be categorized in the category of interrogative, that is your question. But when you will answer it, it will also be counted in the category of quantity. So this is your quantity. Let us read some of the sentences that has been given on your page number 35. Number 1. Our neighbors is asking for some flour. Some flour. The noun here is flour, and flour's quantity tells us about that how much they need. Do they need all the flour? Do they need few grains of flour? No, they need some flour. So some is the quantity of an adjective. Let's move to the next sentence. I don't have much time to answer your questions. Sometimes your friend usually use this sentence, I have no time, or your mama usually busy in the kitchen and she is using such kind of sentences. Do you have this experience in your life? Yes, everyone, because mamas are always busy in household work, and in the domestic purposes she is not able to answer you at that time, and she usually uses such kind of sentences, that I have no time to answer you. I have not too much time to answer your questions. It means that she is telling us the quantity of an adjective of the question, that what the question needs, it needs some time, and she or I or you, if don't have some time, that have been counted in the adjectives of the quantity. See your sentence again and you will tell me what is the adjectives of quantity. I don't have much time. Time has been categorized by using adjectives of quantity as much, and much is your answer. So all the bold words on this page has been given to you to tell you the importance of the adjectives of quantity. Let's move to the page number 56. On this page you can see a very nice picture of some rupees. There are some Pakistani rupees, and let's count them and tell me how much this watch costs. You can see the first rupees of 10, the second note is of 50 rupees, the third note is of 20 rupees, and the fourth note is of 100 rupee. So count all the rupees all together and tell me 100, 50, 10, 20. How much? 180. So 180 will be the answer. This is not the sum of the mathematics, but in maths you are able to use such kind of quantities too much, because how much, what is the value, what are these things, count them all together, subtract them, then how much left. All these quantities has been used in mathematics, and these things are very important to understand grammatically, that these things belong to the adjectives of quantity. See the exercise number 1. Pick out the adjective of quantity or number in the following. Number 1. Step back 3 spaces. Number 1 sentence. Step back 3 paces. What do you mean by the paces? Means your steps. So step back 3 paces. 3, exactly. 3 is the quantity of an adjective. Number 2. I told you this many times already. So it means I have told you this many times already. This must be some aggressive sentence. When your teacher and your mother and your father are always telling you something again and again, and they are so aggressive in their sentences, in their repetitions, that now they have fed up and now they are telling you about this thing that I have told you this many times. So how many times? They know better that how many times they are telling you this, but here they have used adjectives of quantity, that is how much or how many, or sometimes it has been used few times or many times, and there are more examples, 90 years. There are more examples in your sentences that tells us several times, several things. So let's move to the next exercise, and the adjectives of quantity will be picked up by you from exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is again identify the adjectives of quality and adjectives of quantity. Now here both the quality and quantity are given to you, and you have to pick out the one and you have to write by using your stationery. Number 1. There were some plates on the table. Some is your adjective of quantity. But what is this? Is it an adjective of quality or quantity? You have to write over there. By underlining, and on the top of this word you will write it adjective of quantity. Number 2. Miss Kitty wore black shoes. What kind of shoes? Black. So black will be counted in the quality. Number 3. Peter helped the old man. Which man? Old man. Yes, this is the quality of a man, that he is old. So old will be your adjectives of quality. Number 4. There were no biscuits in the tin. How many biscuits? No biscuits. This is your indefinite. No biscuit. You are not able to count anything. So it will be counted in indefinite quality of the adjectives. Let's move to page number 57. Here I will just share 1 or 2 examples with you, and rest of the sentences will be done by you yourself. Number 5. King lifts the heavy box. What is the quality of the box? It's heavy, and heavy will be categorized in the quality or the quantity. Yes, it's a quantity of something, that it is heavy. So box is heavy, it means that it is an adjective of quantity. Let's see number 6. All members of the Taba family went to the theatre. Where they have gone? To the theatre. But how many? All the members. So it means that all is again your quantity, but it's indefinite. You are not able to count all the people. We don't know the exact number of it. So rest of the sentences will be done by you yourself. The next topic is very familiar to you all. We have learnt recently about that topic, and that is another fun for you from Wren and Martin, which is demonstrative adjective. We have recently learned so many things about the demonstrative pronoun. From these demonstrative pronouns, we come to know that when we are pointing out something near or far, these are all our demonstrations. So in this category, in the form of the adjectives, we are going to use the same things again, because when something is near to us, we as a singular count them this and that, and when something is far from us, we use and those for the plural. But how can I use near and far sense? Let's revise this once again, because in the demonstrative pronouns we have already learned something about the near things and something about the far, but I would like to revise it for you again. It's like when something is near to you. For example, I have given you in last time an example of the board marker, that it is near to me, then I will use this for it and I will point out this. When a marker will be far from me, then I will pointing out it by like this and I will use it. That is a marker. So it means something near is this if it is singular, and when something in a singular far from us, we will use that for it. But if there are two markers and two things or more than one or two or three, then it will become plural, and we are, when it is near to us, we will use these by pointing them. These are the markers. And when these markers are far from me, these or those markers are far from me, I shall use the same sense as those. So it is revised again that this, these, that, those, all these demonstrative pronouns are again going to be used in the category of demonstrative adjectives. Have a look on your book pages. Page number 58 tells us something about pointing out devices. Number 1. On page number 59, here is exercise number 1 that is very clear to all of you, and now you have revised demonstrative pronouns as well as demonstrative adjectives. Number 1, that cruel boy was punished. That cruel boy. How many things can you see in this single sentence? Cruel boy, yes, and was punished. Moreover, there is another demonstrative adjective for you. Yes, exactly. That means they are pointing out some boy who is standing maybe far from them, and they are pointing out that boy. Got it? So that is going to be your demonstrative adjectives. Number 2 sentence. This cassette cost me 70 rupees. This cassette. This is near me. This cassette. So this is going to be your demonstrative adjective again. In the same way, you will complete your next of sentences, because now it is very clear to you all. Number 2 exercise tells us some more demonstrative adjectives, like number 1, I think dash batteries are dead. I think dash batteries. The first thing that comes in your mind and mine is that batteries is a plural word for us. It's not battery, it's batteries. So obviously we are going to use these two categories for that. But for that we have to pick out the one thing, that is those or these. Yes, because we are talking about in a plural sense, so the demonstrative adjectives would be according to these two. There is no definite direction for us for the batteries, so we are going to use these or those both, or you can choose one of them. So the next category is of sentence number 3. Dash floor is too slippery. Obviously, you are standing on some floor, on somewhere, and you are talking about that. So it means that floor is near to you. These are the common sense things that you should keep in your mind, that how should I select these categories. Got it? So have a look on the next sentence, that is number 4. Dash garage sale has a lot of neat stuff. So what's the next? Yes, think about it. Take your time. Tell me. Exactly, you have done this. That garage. Because you are not standing in the garage. They are talking about something which is little bit far from it. So that garage will be used for this demonstrative adjectives. Number 5. Dash girl got a perfect score in the history test. What does it mean? It means that we are talking about someone who is near us. So we will choose the category of the demonstrative adjective as this. So rest of the sentences will be done by you on page number 60 also, because these all the sentences are your assessment now. So my dear students, I hope that all these lectures were very beneficial for you. How? Let's see. You can all see on your computer screens or your mobile screens that some pages are in front of you. What these pages are telling you, that the ticked sentences have been done for you just to guide you, just as a help. But what we are going to do with the rest of the sentences? Yes, we are going to follow a famous quote, that is, a practice makes a man perfect. And we are going to follow these practices in our assignments. Yes, because we all know that if you will practice more and more on the rest of the sentences that I haven't done for you, it means that you will become the perfect one. So I want my all students to be the perfect. So please keep revising all the lectures. If you need any of the help and if you need any feedback for any of the query of your lectures, please you can ask by giving a feedback, by commenting, and you will come to know your answers very well. Hope this was a beneficial lecture for you. Best of luck and Allah Hafiz.